The prisons have also been in the news. They recently got a new Controller General. Do you think there's been any meaningful reform in that sector? And going forward, what do you think that the new helmsman should focus on?
I think the weakest link in the chain, and every other sector has their own weaknesses and strengths. But I think on the whole, the prisons has been neglected more than any other justice agency in a number of areas. First, we are still grappling with the legal framework, just like the police. The act that governs the administration of prisons was last reviewed in 1972. It is not relevant to prison officers themselves. It is not relevant to inmates, prisoners, and it's certainly not relevant to Nigerians as a whole, That is a major problem. We have also not made progress in dealing with the issue of awaiting trial inmates. As at the end of last month, the total prison population was about 64,000. Across the country, across the 224 prisons across the country. Of that number, about 43,000 are awaiting trial inmates. So do the arithmetic. In a country of 170 million people, we only have less than 20,000 inmates who are convicts. So again, it goes back to what I keep saying. Either all this noise about our being a high crime country is wrong, or something is fundamentally wrong with our criminal justice system. But it's not even the population. It's also how we deal with those who are there. The average waiting time in any of our prisons across is between anything from 2 to 10 years awaiting trial. And we have said it over and over and over again that our inability to deal with this category of inmates is not just a law and human rights issue. It's now an issue of national security. All that is going on in the Northeast, the military are struggling to find secure places to keep those insurgents that are arrested. So we need to deal, with that. And I've said, dealing with prisons cannot be an emotional. We cannot have an emotional response. Anyone, if we are not able to prosecute someone within 5 to 6 to 10 years, we will never be able to prosecute such person. What we need to do is to have the confidence to release such persons without conditions.
The National Assembly is another important institution in the justice administration. How would you assess their contribution to the justice sector?
They are still trying to find their feet, I think. One of the things that we saw in the previous assembly, previous life of the National Assembly, was the very aggressive response to admission of justice issues. The admission of criminal justice bill, which is one of the most radical, which was proposed as a bill, which is now an act, one of the most radical legislations, as far as administering criminal justice concerned, was passed in the last house, the cyber crime, So we had, a very progressive committee. We have progressive committees working on these areas. We've not seen that. We've not seen that yet. Going forward, it's certainly one of the proposals that we intend to put to the leadership of both houses, that we need to have a one-stop place where, whether you're talking about government-sponsored bills or private member bills or citizen-sponsored bills, we can have a place where we all sit down and have a conversation on how proposed bills will take forward our concerns in the justice sector. But in fairness to the National Assembly, once the bill gets into their machinery, the process really goes quickly. But it's getting it there, getting them to focus on it, to start. And of course, the quality of bills. If we have a place where all of us can sit down and debate bills, where all the committees come as one, where, persons interested in particular bills could also come together. I think that will also enhance the quality of bills that come out from the National Assembly.
There are still formidable challenges in the quest to achieve a justice system that works in the interest of all Nigerians. But justice sector reforms stand a better chance of success when the government has a clearly stated national policy. The president needs to lead the reforms, meet with all justice institutions, and agree on a policy and an action plan. Those are the suggestions of my guest, Mr. Olawale Fapohunda. Let's take the conversation online now. Share your views with us via any of our social media handles and look for these and past episodes of the program on our YouTube channel. I am Shola Shiyeli. Thank you for watching.